Hey guys, what is up? It's your boy UnstoppableAlex coming at you with another video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at the book, The Art of Overwatch. This comes in 2 editions. This is just the standard edition. You can also pick up a limited edition, which I believe retails for around 100. This is just standard. It doesn't have, all that special extra stuff. If I turn it around, we can see The Art of Overwatch. It gives us a little description of Overwatch itself and kind of what this book is about. Some artist appreciation, because there have been a lot of artwork done with the production of this game. Now of course this is by Dark Horse Comics. So without further ado, let's get this out of the wrapping and take a look at some of the actual art that is inside of this rather large book. It does have quite a lot of pages. So we have taken the book out of the wrapping now, and we can take a look at actually what's inside. You can see on the front cover, every single hero in Overwatch is there somewhere apart from Doomfist, because this book was actually they had started distributing these books and had announced these books before the actual release of Doomfist as the 25th hero. Anyways, let's take a look at what is inside. So it's got quite a lot of pages, so I don't think I'm going to go through them all within one video, but I'm just going to give you guys a brief rundown of what is inside this book, The Art of Overwatch, title on the first page. Again, with Tracer, who is basically the mascot of Overwatch, as you probably know by now. We get this licensed Blizzard product thing here, if someone was actually making fakes, but this is authentic. Dark Horse books, Dark Horse comics. They make a lot of like anime-ish stuff and comic books things. Yeah, they definitely helped with making this book. Then we have a bunch of credits here, and again printed in China, licensed Blizzard product. Then we have the contents. So this actually has about 357 pages, as you can see right here, and we have some extra on the contents page, and obviously with the color scheme it's the same as the logo, basically white and that orange and a little bit of gray. Okay, so through here we just have the foreword, which is basically you can pause the video here to read about it, but it is an introduction to the book and telling you guys in a few paragraphs what this book is about. And then we have the standard Overwatch heroes. These are the Overwatch heroes that were released on launch. They don't include Ana, Sombra, Orisa, so yeah, that was just the standard hero art. Next we've got making a future worth fighting for. Alright, so on November 7, 2014, Blizzard Entertainment turned a new page in its history with announcing Overwatch and having it playable the next year at BlizzCon, I believe. Here we have some concept art, some early concept art of all the heroes standing together, which obviously some you can see look a little bit similar to the ones we have in game now, but some look totally different. Pretty much the only couple heroes here that look exactly the same would have to be Mercy and Torbjorn, as you can see there. Anyway, we can skip through this This is basically the logo design on the next page, and you know, more forward stuff. Now we get to the section Heroes. This is on page 13, Heroes. So we can see another sort of graphic of all the heroes in a kind of stance there. Heroes, okay. And you can pause to read that, but yeah, in Overwatch, heroes are everything pretty much. And so next we get to Ana, who was the first hero to be released after launch, if you guys aren't familiar, and a pretty big support. Unfortunately, not really in the meta at this current time, but you do see Ana still pretty often as her nade and things like that make her quite OP. Her sleep dart, if you have good aim, definitely the best support. The most pretty much the most aim dependent support hero in the game currently. With Mora coming out, it still stays the same pretty much, but yeah, you can read that the little couple paragraphs on Ana. And then then we have on page 17 we have some more concept art for Ana, some character silhouettes here. Got Ana, the biotic rifles and stuff. So we're going in alphabetical order here, with Bastion next. I'm gonna try not to talk as much and just skip through some of these pages, but this is more of Bastion's early concept art and ability ideation about his ultimate there, and yeah, yep. Some more concept. Bastion actually has quite a lot of concept art. You can see early ideation of Bastion. He looks completely different in these pictures. Then we got Deva. Some decal designs and stuff like that. And her ability ideation again, early concept art for the abilities. And then we go we of course have the MVP Hanzo for all your Hanzo mains out there. Okay, I'll zoom out again. Hanzo and Genji. Early ability ideation, and you know, more looking at Genji and like the family crest concepts, it says there, which you can read about a little bit there. And yeah, so you know, just going through concept art for all of the heroes. If we go back to the contents for the book, we can see that we also get to look at some of the environments. So let's actually go check out some of the environments on page 133 here. 133. There we go. Goes into environments. So here we can see kind of like a temple of Anubis, but it's kind of like a city, I guess. And you can read all that information about environments in Overwatch. But pretty much here's just some early concept art. Some is similar. So this is the early concept art for Dorado. There's the payload, early concept art for, which is actually looks pretty similar, apart from the one that's on Dorado is actually red. So here we can see, you know, spawn. I think that's attacking spawn, and you know, just some of the map of payload, you know, where the payload goes through. Some of the environment that looks really similar, obviously. And you know, where the payload ends up at the Lumerico corporation place thing. More early concept art for like the Lumerico area of the map, and Eco Point Antarctica, which is the small arcade map pretty much. Some concept art that probably connects to the May short that was released. And then we got Eichenwald, one of the coolest looking maps, and of course Hanamura. So that should basically give you guys a basic rundown of what is available in this book. It might seem a bit pricey, so if you guys want me to go through the entire book, do make sure to leave a like, and if this video reaches 250 likes, I will actually go through all of the book and just edit music in and title sequences, but you know, you get to see some of the concept art for skins, sprays, player icons, animated shorts, and origin stories and promotional art. Lastly, I might quickly go to skins just to show you what it looks like. That's on 195, page 195. Let's see, right here. So here you can see some of the skins that are available in the game. Some of the event skins, some of them just legendary. Of course, the Sentai Genji, the MVP. So these are all of the ones that you may recognize from being in game, but here we get a look at some you know, Ana Bastion, some of the concept art for like Genji and Hanzo and all the heroes skins that are available in the game at the moment. So yeah, Orisa is of course included. Roadhog, Overwatch Anniversary. So here we're going through like the events. If I skip a bit further up, we go through the events through here. Year of the Rooster, and you know, Uprising, some of the concept art. That's art for Talon Widowmaker, which doesn't actually look the same as the skin, of course. And yeah, we're basically going through like sketches and early concept art of event skins and you know, legendary skins that came out by launch. But that's pretty much a basic rundown of everything, or some of the art that comes in this book. As I said, guys, if you want me to go through literally every page of this book with music edited in, and you can pause to read all the details, make sure to hit that like button. If this hits 250 likes, I will have that released in a couple days. Anyway, guys, it's been UnstoppableAlex. See you guys.